down passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Daniel on the tackle.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 107 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of...
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Burrow looking to pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Burrow's sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Is this intercepted? Picked up by Fabian Moreau. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
46-yard.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K'Lavon Chaisson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
32-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
10 at the 29-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 now. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the... Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Jags off. Down here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
The pass intended for LaVista.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
4th down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.